Nowadays, traveling in a sustainable way and be a responsible tourist is possible in order to safeguard the identity of the territory and minimizing the tourism impact on nature. To respect our planet and to reach a better future for all, UNESCO has created 17 Sustainable Development Goals, which are able to educate the tourists to use these guidelines not only when traveling, but as a way of life. Well, are you a sustainable person? Are you not able to find your ideal itinerary combining with an unforgettable experience and zero environmental impact? Don't worry, I'm Melania, and in this video I'm glad to show you a Valdarno horse riding and biking itinerary, giving special attention to the third goals, good health and well-being, because ensuring healthy lives and promoting well-being at all ages is essential to sustainable development. The itinerary goal is to offer you only local fresh food, rich of vitamins for a healthy lifestyle, avoiding the use of junk food and tobacco. It also pays attention on the 7 goals, affordable and clean energy, encouraging signs that energy is becoming more sustainable with the use of renewable energy. More focused attention is needed to improve access to clean and safe cooking fuels and technologies for all people, to expand the use of renewable energy, reducing electricity and not to waste energy. Indeed, your accommodation is equipped with solar panels in order to use sun rays as an energy source. A week in the Tuscan countryside for expert and beginner riders, with nights spent in a traditional farmhouse, delicious homemade food, excursions to local villages and cooking classes too. The diverse and amazing panorama in Tuscany is distinguished with its diverse and scenic landscapes. Perhaps one of the most famous is Valdarno. Valdarno area is the valley crossed by the Arno River, situated between Arezzo and Florence area. It's extremely close to Chianti and Casentino and offers great landscapes with vineyards, olive groves, green fields and woods. It is an ideal area to be discovered on foot, by bike or on horseback, to really appreciate the power of Tuscany's spoiled natural knowledge, where sustainable and ecotourism is a lifestyle. Farmhouses, agriculture and some hidden paths make your itinerary in the spirit of how to be a responsible and a respectful tourist to protect the entire environment. This is enough to tempt anyone to visit this quiet land, maybe as the ideal place to start discovering Tuscany, with its green, gentle hills covered with wide fields of vineyards and olive groves, small town villages and characteristic countryside stone homes. An area where you can also relax and breathe clean air or explore its green unspoiled heritage. If you are fond of nature, an ecological sustainable journey is up your alley. On this Tuscany horse riding tour, you'll stay in the authentic Grenola farmhouse in Montevarchi. Situated at 1,000 feet above sea level on the slopes of the Chianti Hills, Grenola Riding is a small organic farm with breathtaking views over the Arno Valley. The house has been restored using local materials, chestnut wood for the beams and terracotta for the floors. The furniture has all been bought locally. All the light bulbs are low energy and solar panels are installed. As it is a family home, the atmosphere is friendly and informal and you will immediately feel at home. In these peculiar accommodations, you will taste delicious Tuscan dishes based on 0 km products and homemade pasta and sweets accompanied by local wine. Franca cooks delicious Tuscan fare for their guests, using all natural fruits and vegetables and by local Tuscan food. On specific dates, she organizes cooking courses, but can also provide, on request, tailor-made cooking lessons. In a land like Tuscany, where the agricultural tradition is still well anchored to many areas, we take inspiration from the past to meet the future with sustainable energy management. This means well-being, energy saving, and enjoy a holiday in a cleaner environment. A Tuscan paradise where you can ride, cycle, walk, sightsee, or simply relax with a glass of Chianti wine. All of these with zero impact on the natural Tuscan environment to protect the area. Given that Valdarno is the background pictured by Leonardo da Vinci in the famous Mona Lisa painting, a local expert of art and nature will make you discover all secrets of this land. You will also take part in sustainable activities, from horseback riding, cycling, walking, to Tuscany classes. This is a trip for beginners and experienced riders to explore the Tuscan countryside on well-trained and comfortable horses. Don't worry if you have never had the experiences with horses, because an expert will show and accompany you during all the time. For walkers and mountain bikers, there are many waymarked trails radiating out from the center. From those using road bikes, there are plenty of quiet lanes in the Arno Valley. But the holiday is not just riding or cycling. Rindola riding is the middle of the golden triangle formed by the art cities of Florence, Arezzo, and Siena. Other highlights can be enjoyed by non-riders too. So, are you ready? I'll show you the day-by-day itinerary. On the first day, once in Florence, catch the train to Montevarchi and then on a 10-minute drive to the farmhouse. A welcoming cocktail will be served at your arrival based on local produced wine. It's time to just explore the farm and to get in touch with the owners. On the second day, enjoy breakfast and be ready for a 4-hour cycling through vineyards, olive groves, and woodland to enjoy the most authentic sights, sounds, and smells of the Valdarno area away from busy cities. You will pass the Tuscan Roman road Sette Punti, an itinerary beloved of cyclists not only for connections between Florence and surroundings, but also an alternative to the Via Francigena. The views over the Arno Valley and the Chianti Hills will take your breath away. On the third day, breakfast with homemade sweets and be ready to go to the ancient city of Arezzo, enjoying a guided visit to the fascinating world-famous fresco cycle of Piero della Francesca. Located in the Cappella Maggiore in the Basilica di San Francesco, which is one of the many standing churches in Arezzo's historic center, it tells the story of how wood from the Garden of Eden became the cross on which Jesus died. The first day is the day horse ride and picnic southward. After a rich delicious breakfast, the owner will prepare for you a packed lunch. Hop on your horse and have fun. You will pass through a nearby village, then takes you up to the solitary tower of Galatrona, an imposing landmark visible from the center. From the tower you can follow the wooden bridge until you go down towards the Cionnina Castle. Its origins go back to the Tuscan Roman era and its development to the time of Longobards invasions, perhaps as a lookout point on the underlying roads completely surrounded by a breathtaking wildlife and clear air. The guide will also explain some fundamental rules on how to be a responsible tourist to reduce human impact on local wildlife and protect the zone. The fifth day is planned on wine tasting. Add a dose of adventure to your wine tasting with this exciting horseback ride around Valdarno vineyard. Stop to visit 2 local wine cellars and learn about the region's winemaking tradition to fed up with a tasting of local reds and whites accompanied with a typical lunch based on Tuscan traditional specialities. Come back to the farmhouse, a cooking class is waiting for you. Antonio Chef has the pleasure to show you how to prepare delicious dishes with fresh bio food. With some his cooking tricks and useful suggestions, you will become an excellent chef. You will prepare dishes on the fixed menu that you will taste later at dinner time. Our cooking class could help you to reduce the waste of food, to use just the products you have in your fridge, and to save leftovers. On the 6th day, even if it's time to say goodbye, don't be sad. The last horse ride experience you will live. Take your horse, gallop and admire this small unspoiled territory that unexpectedly hides numerous jewels among the smell of vineyards and rolling hills. On your final day, you will enjoy a barbecue on the farmhouse, having a final funny moment all together. A wonderful and a memorable holiday in a stunning landscape. Such pleasant walks and rides. Excellent and amusing company and conversation, lovely food, everyone kind and thoughtful. Have you got a passion for art and culture? Are you lovers of horse ride and cycling tours? This eco-sustainable itinerary is the right solution for each preference and necessity in the name of responsible tourism and respect for the environment. So what are you waiting for? Join our horseback riding and biking tour and have fun!